Good morning, and I hope you've been well, and this is part 47 of the Pokemon Rejuvenation V13.5 Let's Play. Set mode, no items, so yeah. So with that being said, I guess we will go on ahead through the Church of Theia, the Tower of Theia. I guess they changed the name as you make more progress, so... yeah, the Tower Theia, my bad. But I guess we'll meet up with Crawley here. What is going on here? Oh, interesting. So you meet up with, Bonita, way earlier within the game. I don't want to, like, get into, like, spoilers, but technically with, what was that, V13, right. You don't see her until that chapter. So with this one, you get to see her way earlier, so interesting. And also, Patty, I see you in the corner. I really hope I didn't miss you on Crystalline, because like I looked everywhere and a lot of the doors were like locked, so I'm going to assume we don't really get to see her until we get to this point, unless I missed her, and again, I really hope I didn't, but maybe I did. But anyways, welcome everyone to the annual quiz show of Theia Tower. Today we have a special guest, Veronica, or as you may know, Venom. Bruh. Hey Alon, Crawley, I'm over here. Man, I'm glad to see you guys. I woke up alone and... you wandered the basement until Angie smashed you over the head with a huge chunk of ice. Yeah, how do you know? Same thing happened to me, but it looks like Alon escaped that fate somehow. Whatever, you guys need to get me on out of here. I found a key in here, but it's not even for this cell. How useless. We're working on it, don't worry. You two down there, please make your way to the stage, please. Stay put, Venom. Not much else I can do. You two are about to participate in a big event. We are going to play a big game that will decide the fate of your friend there. What? It's very simple. You just have to compete in our game show. We will ask you an opposing team, a series of questions. First party to 6 points, or the party with the most points when all questions are done, are the winner. If you win, you'll get a big prize. Lose and, well, we will attempt to kill you. Oh. Bro moment. Alon, let's play along with our game for now. I have a feeling if we try to fight back, we'll be fighting off endless rounds of Angie's followers. That will be unwise, especially with our team being split up. Let's get started. Before I play the game, let me save here. And can I talk to you guys? Oh my god. I want to see the purple girl placed in a vat of toxic waste. How about we don't do that? I love Bonita's quiz show. It's always a jolly good show. I want to play. Bonita always has good shows to perform. Oh, I guess we can't really talk to her. Okay. Alright, let's make sure we don't get ourselves killed here. Actually, can I talk to Patty? Yay, this is so fun. I can't believe I'm on a game show. We're gonna win, true. Can I... okay. So what's Crawley doing? Well, let me talk... well... no, I believe talking to Bonita starts it. Let's win this game together, Alon. Venom's in trouble if we don't save her. Okay. Are you ready to begin our game show? Then we'll start right away, sugar. Let's get the show on the road. Alright, so what do we do here? We are ready to begin our big show. On the left, we have newcomers, Alon and Crawley. Yeah, boo, all you like. We're gonna win this one. And the one on the right, I can't read today. And on the right, we have our very own Patty, Rebecca, and Charlene. For a moment. I do like how Patty's here, though. Now the rules are simple. I will ask you a question, and you must respond with a correct answer. You must type your answer out on the panel before you. The first person to press the red button will be allowed to answer first. Oh, it's the A key, okay. To hit the red button, simply just press the A key when prompted. As stated before, the team that gets at least 6 points or the most points at the end wins. Oh, and if there's a tie, well, the house wins, obviously. Now let's get started. Remember to press A to answer. Question 1. What number rule is this? Number rule. Oh. I ain't gonna remember any of that. Thou shalt not boogie like a maniac a quarter past midnight. Oh, I was pressing the A button. Weird. That's correct. 1 point for Team Patty. Eat that sucker. Alrighty. Maybe I was hitting the wrong button. What number rules this? People shall remain 6 foot distance from each other at all times. That's weird, because I'm pressing A. Is it just that she's faster? Let me see. No, I'm definitely clicking A. Maybe it's meant to do that? Are we just meant to lose? Question mark? Because yeah, this is A that I'm clicking. Let me see. I know I'm not reading it, but I... Alright, Rejuve, I see what you're doing there. But, let me reopen the game again, because, maybe you're not meant to win the first 3 rounds? Alright, I'm just curious. Maybe it's not meant... Okay, so I'm spamming A real quick. Okay, so I'm going to safely assume you're not meant to win the first few rounds, because I was definitely spamming A and I feel like I would have hit that before her. I'm just gonna assume that's what it's meant to be. That's correct. 1 point for Team Patty. What number rules this? Because I don't know if it picks up my mic. That's definitely me hitting that A button there. And I double checked that it is C for me, so that's what I'm gonna guess. The bottom level of the tower is called what? Yeah, I assume it's not meant for me to win the first 3 rounds. Tower Cellar. That's correct. 1 point for Team Patty. Team Switch. Question 4. What is Venom's real name? Okay, well that was pretty instant. Charlene? Oh. Okay. Oh my god. I'm kinda curious. Varaya, why do I feel strange saying that name? I was curious. I'll reopen it so we get the point, but I kind of want to see what happens when you like click on that certain name. I didn't mean to pause there, but I just want to see what happens if you like click on that name, that's all. Alrighty, we're back now. I just again wanted to click on Theia to just see like what happened, and sorry for the random like pause there a few moments ago, but yeah. Anyways, team switch. For a moment. Alright, this one will do it correctly. Duh, it's Veronica. That's right, good job for Team Alon. Question 5. What is the name of the relic that is being held in this world? See, that's so weird because... Okay, maybe you're not meant to win. The Ocean Relic. That's correct, 1 point for Team Patty. Oh, thank goodness. Question 6. What number rule is this? Thou shalt not have better Ice-type Pokemon than me as in Angie. That's correct, 1 point for Team Patty. I don't know, I was about to like talk about that again, but there's no point. I'm just gonna be repetitive. I assume you're not meant to win. Unless I'm clicking the wrong button. Question 7. Team Zen was hiding on Terrajum Island. Where was this place? Yeah, like, I assume you're not meant to win. Oh my gosh, that's like so Heliojack Island, right? That's correct. 1 point for Team Patty. Question 8. In the main courtyard of the tower, which Pokemon was standing on the box? This one is so easy, it's Gothorita, right? That's correct, 1 point for Team Patty. What rule am I thinking of? What? How are we supposed to know that? Rule? Alrighty. That's correct, 1 point for Team Patty. My sis wishes she was this cool. Love you, party girl. Last question, question 10. What is Angie's official title? Patty? That's easy, it's Lady Angie. It was on the application form. That's correct, 1 point for Team Patty. And it's a wrap. That's all of the questions. The winner of this round's game show is Team Patty. Yeah, it totally seemed pretty fair. Darn, we lost. And as per the rules of the game, it's time for Alon to perish. We can talk about this, right? No. I hope you like perishing. I'm curious. I'm just gonna guess you're not meant to win. That's just gonna be my guess, because like the A button here works for like the battles and stuff like that, so I guess somebody can let me know. Maybe I was hitting the wrong button, maybe, but I mean, I guess either way I wouldn't have really remembered the numbers and all of that on the... But then again, I could just like go back and look at it. But it don't matter. We'll keep going. Mariana, double kick. For a moment. Oh my. What a quick turn of events. We're not going to fall that easily. Well, this sure is awkward. How about we give you all another shot then? We have to win still. Those are the rules and you will respect them. Fine, I guess we have no other choice. Oh, okay, so the first game, you're not meant to win. Oh, I thought it was gonna like do that, lose, and then just continue on. Okay. Gotcha. Well then, hold up. If you guys are gonna cheat, I'm going to as well. I ain't gonna remember none of this. Hold up. Get my phone. Okay. I'm taking a photo. Now let's go win a game. I would try to go off of memory, but my memory just sucks a lot. Alrighty. I think we're good to go. Well... Okay, so they all just say the same thing. We are ready to begin our big show. On the left we have... Well, it's kind of like the same thing. We'll just kind of like skip through this. Okay, hit the A button. Let's try it this time. Question 1. What number rule is this? Thou shalt not boogie like a maniac a quarter past midnight. See, no, because like I'm pressing A. Maybe not. That would be rule 43. That's correct. 1 point for Team Patty. Eat that. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. Let me try maybe... I don't know. But aren't these the same questions though? Actually, yeah, they are. Why are we getting the same ones? Is it because I walked out? Maybe. Because like, again, I'm kind of spamming the A button here. Maybe it does reset if you walk out. Well, I guess we'll... If I'm not gonna win, then we're just gonna skip this again. Yeah, same battle and everything. Okay. Okay, maybe this time don't leave the room. Okay, let me not save. Okay, so don't leave the room. Oh my god. I am such an idiot. I wanted to test it and literally just click A. I'm dumb. When it says like A button, I thought it was saying like A button, like you know how like on the game you have like the A button, the B button, like B to like exit, A to like press like action. I thought it meant that, not literally A. That's my fault. We went through like 20 minutes of this. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Alright, we got it. We got it. Hold up. What was it, 10? I'm so sorry, guys. Alright, we're gonna speed on through this now. Okay, so I assume that one you're not meant to win. Veronica. Am I dumb? I think I am. Oh, right, I am dumb. Sorry. That's, I want to say 8, but I'm gonna cheat. Yeah, it is 8. That's, whatchamacallit, Heliojack. I think we won anyway, so... Bro moment. That's right, good job for Team Alon. Last, question. Okay, so you're not meant to get that one. That's all the questions. The winner of this round's game show is Team Alon. Put my phone away. I'm so sorry about that again. I don't know why. I thought it was like literally like the action A button, not literally A. It makes sense because like the A button is known for like interacting with like teams that like you walk around with, for example like Narcissa and Mosley. There's probably a few other examples that I'm forgetting about, but yeah, I don't know why it didn't like click with me there. I'm sorry about that. Yay, we won. Let's go, Alon. I guess that means the game is over permanently. Congratulations to Team Alon. Now release our friend. You got it. It took a few tries, but we got there. Thanks, guys. It was cramped in that cell. Don't mention it. Glad you're okay. We're still missing Melia. I'm sure she's still somewhere in this tower. We just have to go on and find her. Yeah. Oh, hey, Patty. Hey. Huh? You guys were like totally cool out there and stuff. If you guys don't get turned into popsicles by Angie, we should like hang out and stuff, yeah? Me and the girlies just had so much fun playing with you guys. Oh, sure. Yes, okay. Have fun fighting a murderous tyrant or whatever. These people are strange as hell. Let's leave them to their own devices. I saw a warp open up just a bit ago. We gotta get going. Right. Yay, this is so much fun. I can't believe I'm on a game show. So I assume... Okay. They all say the same thing. Y'all have a good time out there, you hear? Make one mistake and you'll be in big trouble. Thanks, Bonito. Alrighty. Oh. Well, this is kind of cool. It kind of reminds me of Reborn a little bit. I guess we can walk into the void here. Kinda. With the one like Garatina area. But the chain kind of reminded me of where you go and find Lynn, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, oh, Kreese. It's been a minute. I almost forgot about you. Who is this? Oh, that's cool. So they gave him a little sprite, like redo, like they redone a sprite, and you know, a little bit of art within the story. I like that. I really hope that they give him a little bit more of a role, because like back then, you literally see him for this part, and then I don't think he's really mentioned at all for like the longest time. I really hope they add more with him, honestly. So it seems more of you have appeared in this realm than yes. Very good. I request assistance from all three of you. Well, we did find this key in the room before this one, but this could be a trap. Who are you and what are you doing here? I could be asking you three the same question, no? But very well, I shall cooperate. My name is Kreese, I am a man from Neverwinter, and I am a gym leader. See, that's kind of like an interesting thing. You would think Crawley would know who this guy is, though. Right? Maybe not. I heard news from an anonymous source that someone from Terrajuma was impersonating me, so I took the opportunity to sail my way here and confront the hack, fraud, and settle things man to man. Turns out the situation turned into man to woman, and before I could even say a word, I was thrust into this domain. I've been locked in this hot room ever since. Hot? It's freezing in here. Irrelevant. I require that key you found earlier at once. What shall we do? If it's a trap, this could really be bad, but if it's not, then Kreese is gonna freeze to death in here. No, I won't. It's bloody blazing in here, I tell you. This guy's clearly a psychopath. I vote leave. No, no, no. Open the door. I don't know. Like, I can't necessarily say he's like my favorite character, but I don't know. I've always liked him. He's such an interesting like character, you know. But to be fair, I don't even know why I'm saying that, because it's like there's not a lot with him though. Like, I mean, like there's a lot with him, right? But like you don't get a lot of interactions is like what I'm trying to like get at. But I don't know. I kind of find him cool for some reason. I don't know why. I vote to free him. I vow to protect lives, not harm. Well, it looks like you're the tiebreaker, Alon. So what do we do? Nah, get on out of there, bro. Much obliged, Alon. Alright, if you say so, but if this blows up in our face, I don't want to hear it. Well met. Now that I'm free, I will be taking your lives now. Martin always did say my sense of humor was not very accessible. Well, be as it may, you made the right decision in freeing me. Now I intend to make my way up to the tower and have a word with Miss Angie. Guess your story was true then? You came to Chrysalin to confront Angie. Now, step back for a second. Martin, if I'm not mistaken, is a new character within the game that I don't think we've seen yet. I'm pretty sure we haven't met him yet. Of course it's true, child. Why would I lie about that? It seems like anyone that tries to oppose Angie gets thrown in her tower. I don't know how she is capable of creating an entirely new realm just for that, but in our world of hers, the result will be the same. I'm going to dropkick her into the next summer solstice. You, sir, are very violent. I like that. I am a gentleman. I am simply doing my gentlemanly duty of kicking down frauds. Now, if you would excuse me. Wait, we should stick together. It's our best bet here. Yes, you are allowed to join me in my endeavors. Come now, children. Okay, he's cool. He's something, that's for sure. But the more the merrier. I feel like we'll actually have a chance now. Let's go before he disappears. For a moment. Alright. I want to go on the opposite side, because I want to be different. Okay, so nothing really different happened. I was just kind of like curious. Oh hey, Tapu Bulu. But this one isn't shiny. Thanks, Coco. Alrighty, well, there's that there, but what's up here? I see a ladder, but... Oh, neat. Thank you for that. I was about to say, can I go back to heal? I was kind of like thinking that's a long way down. That's super convenient. I like how they like add little stuff like that. Alrighty. Let's continue onwards then. Oh, what? It is illogical the path would end here. Though the scoundrel has failed in creating an opening, that does not mean it does not exist. I believe finding the path forward is hidden within the layout in this room. I need help. Gotcha. Very well then, continue forth. Holly was a medic when she was younger. She taught me everything I know about patching people and Pokemon up, so don't worry, you're in good hands. Yeah, smashing my full body weight into the glass wasn't... Why would you even do that? To be fair, it's Venom though, but wasn't a smart idea. Of course it wasn't. But don't worry, I'll get you patched up and ready to go as soon as possible. I have to make sure there aren't any glass shards stuck anywhere. Things would get a lot worse if it started to get an infection. Very true indeed. Okay. Well, there's a ladder over here. Well, can I... Okay, let me... Oh. What's this? Oh, it's just like a little dot there. Okay. So it's similar to Sierra's gym, kinda. I assume you take damage if you get the wrong one. Well, if the ladder's there... Right. Let's try being a little bit logical here. This room is a reflection of the room before it. I wonder what would happen to that room if you were to change things around in this one. Am I trying to get Angie over there? Let me see. Okay, that did something. Well, that's broken. There. Pretty interesting puzzle. Statue's there, so then something would change, right? In this room. No? Am I... Angie's there. Well then that open... That ladder there... Whoops, sorry. That ladder there. Angie's right there. Well, in this one, it's the fourth one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So maybe... 3, 4? Oh. Oh, okay, so these don't even smash. Okay. Um... Oh, you know what? Maybe... Maybe. What if I take her off that? That's different. Oh, doesn't... What? Oh, no, no, no. Okay. Yep. Put you back there. Where's the red dot in this room? It's where she's standing. Hold up. So then, let me... Okay. Because if you move her... Because I assume if you move her, the ladder moves. Okay. So, let's do... Well, no, the pot's here, though. Because it would have been... Right? Oh, what the? Why are you over there? Let me... I don't really want to, like, look it up. I kind of want to solve it. Okay, you're over there. Ladder doesn't lead anywhere. Okay. I'm gonna need to grab you and move you over here. Okay, you're on there. This leads upwards to here. That goes there. But when I go here, that ladder stays. And there's no ladder in this room. That's the odd thing that I'm stuck on. Because, like, you need her there so that the ladder's over there. Okay, push her down here. Okay, I got that. That does that. Can't break any of that. Before I move her... See, that's... Wait a minute. Third one's cracked, so then... Okay. I was just curious. Okay, you can't break those. Let me pause for a second. Let me... Because I don't want to drag it on forever, you know. Let me pause. Let me look around and see if I can figure out something. Alright, sorry for the pause there. By the way, I didn't make much progress. I kind of want to just retrace my steps here. Okay, so down here, we broke this one here because the ladder was right there. Okay. Angie is standing here. Okay. Maybe that's significant? Like this spot there? I'll keep that in mind. You can't break these. The one on the other side can't be broken. She was standing there. Okay. Here. Oops, sorry. Here. You can't break any of these. In the other room, it would have been here. But you can't break that. What if I... Can I bring the... No, because the... Can I? No. I gotta loop it around. If I put her, like, right here... Real quick, was there any other... No, it was only those two. I wanted to make sure there wasn't a third statue somewhere. Okay, I can't break that, so maybe if I like place her right there. I gotta do... Push her here. No, up one more. Yeah. I would have gotten her stuck. Oh my god. That's something. Okay. Okay, ladder doesn't lead anywhere. What do you do? No, don't reset it. Okay, you're there. Okay, so if I... Oh, no, okay. You gotta go to this spot here. No, because, like, no, the chair's right there. I can't get you there. Well, real quick, if I move you down one... Maybe I can... Maybe it's one of those weird ones, like... Why can I do that? Hold up. Don't tell me I didn't. Okay, maybe that's meant to be. Okay, but did the ladder move? That's the important thing. Why are you over there? Okay. Can I... So even if I press on her one more, like that, it doesn't move. No, it does. It does. Okay. Hold up. But then if I place her here, Let me do this. Go. No, yeah, that's fine, because, well, down one, and then, right. Okay. A little confusing, but we got it. No, don't reset it, please. Okay. What's this? Interesting. So they kept that hidden scene within the game then. But this time they added something else that was not originally in the other one, and this one had a little more detail to it. Very interesting. Very interesting. I don't want to get into like spoilers on that, but very interesting. That's super cool. Man, like, that's cool. So, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. Let me... do that. Okay. Well, I assume that's... This one doesn't seem... Cause what? Like... 2 more... 1, 2... And what, just go up 3? Well, no, 1, 2... Yeah, I won't be able to... Oh, no, okay, it worked. A little bit of a hold up, but it worked out. Melia. Bro moment. Today is a tremendous occasion. Through the darkness that shrouds our vision, a light is present, and where there is light, there is love. Arceus is love. Its embrace will bring you to salvation. The terrible fate you shall endure will be no more. Servants, buy me just a little more time. We have to help her. Protect yourselves first, scoundrel. We have company. They just won't stop. You want to play? Let's play. Bro moment. Alright, let's do this, Venom. Let's see here. Not the best start for me. We'll just break that. Voice crack there. Bro moment. I mean, it's a free switch into Blaziken since Sonar isn't really gonna do a whole lot. You are scary. I'm very impressed. I did not expect that. I'm surprised because, like, I thought maybe they nerfed it a little bit, because, like, back then, like fire type moves, like it's super effective, but it didn't do as much in the field. Maybe they nerfed it. This is the end, isn't it? I shall enter eternal slumber now. There, you guys failed again. That's all you're good for. Failure is but an inevitability for the servants of this tower, as failure is their purpose. However, one's failure is one's success. Alright, sorry for the pause there. Had to go, whatchamacallit, sign for something with a UPS guy, but, anyways, ample time has been brought for the ceremony to continue, but before then... Bro moment. You would sacrifice your own servant. What is the reason for your cruelty? Cruelty? I am doing nothing more than saving them from the wretched grasp of the corrupt physical world. Each and every one of my servants have come to terms that to be sacrificed is to be saved. They all have met the same end and anticipate it. Never have I seen such blatant brainwashing in all of my days. Brainwash or not, I'm helping Melia right now. Servants, the ritual shall begin. Uh-oh. This is kind of a bro moment. But I also kind of like it because, like, back then... Like, yes, this did happen, right? But the atmosphere is, like, a lot more different, and I'm kind of curious on how this one plays out. Because with the other one, there was a certain scene that you saw a certain individual on the altar, and then it's hard to, like, describe. Alon, Venom, I'm sorry. O almighty Arceus, cleanse the spirit from this girl and accept her into your everlasting light. Angie, please stop. This feeling, it's all so familiar to me. Where have I felt this before? This loneliness, this emptiness, I can't remember, but those feelings, I can't keep them away. What's going on here? Okay, so it is the same, but they changed it, because, like, back then, you had to, like, slow it down if you did, like, a recording or something like that. Like, Melia kind of, like, flashed in and out between her and, Maria, or Marionette, however you want to call her. But with this one, it's not really that. Instead of making it a little bit more hidden and... I don't know how to word it, but yeah, a little more like hidden when she kind of went back and forth. It just outright shows you Marionette this time. Interesting. I kind of want to... Hold up. Alright, sorry about the... Let me do this. Sorry, I just texted someone back. I want to... And I'm hoping the phone doesn't mess up with the mic quality. Because, like, it disappears a little bit too quickly for me to see everybody that's in the room. Okay. If you guys want to pause when you see all the characters, that's fine. But I decided to screen record so I can take a look here. Um, let's start on the left side, because why not? Okay, so the top left near the bubble thing, um, whatchamacallit, I think that's a certain... Actually, I don't remember that sprite of her. Maybe I'm being forgetful. The one above the other four, that's a certain individual that's later within the game that I don't want to spoil, but I do recognize that. Marinette, I recognize you. The other Melia below her, I recognize. The one more left with the crown, that's also kind of spoiler stuff that I won't get into. Now, the bottom one, though, that's interesting. That's V13.5 stuff. Okay. Um. Okay, on the right side, bottom, that's her when she was younger. There's Marinette when you find her within chapter 3. Another version of Melia on the right of her. But then the two on the top, though, I don't recognize unless they're meant to be a certain individual within a certain timeline that I don't want to get into. Unless it's them, maybe. Interesting way that they changed it, that they show like different like times and versions and whatnot. What just happened? I don't know, but it seems as if we have lost visibility in this room. How dark and sinister. I don't know, it's really... It's interesting because like I like how simple the other one was, but I really like how they added a little more. Because like the ritual, Angie, did the thing. Well, screw it. I'm getting into spoilers. Why not? Alright, spoiler warning about Melia, because why not? Let me do this so I can write it down. We will start it right now. Alrighty, and real quick, timestamp below so you're good to go. Alright, back to the spoilers, or the start of it. Okay, so let me get the thing. Because like I just feel like it's better to just go about it one by one. Because that's just what I want to do. Okay, starting on the left side, you have Melanie at her true form. That's what I'm going to guess. Because the whole doomed timeline thing, if you make the wrong decision and, allow Melanie to grab your hand and, shake her hand and all of that, she pretty much gains access to Melia's golden light, a part of the archetype that Madame X herself is after. So, with her making that mistake, Melanie pretty much overlaps and she gains access to that light, making Melia pretty much a part of her. However, Melia is not in control, Melanie is in control, because with the whole overlapping thing and process, if I'm not mistaken, the stronger of the two that try to overlap is the one that gains, full control of, the body and all that kind of stuff. So pretty much Melanie of that timeline would have been, Melia. So yeah. Now, of course, for an example, like Alon here, the pro tech, I can't be like, oh, I want the light. Let's overlap with Melia, for example. That's not how it works. It has to be, if I'm not mistaken, two of the same, individuals from like different times and whatnot. I'm not really smart when it comes down to like timelines overlapping, past, future, present stuff, when like stories, show, games like get into that territory. For me, it gets into very confusing territory, but I think that's pretty much how it works. And if I get it wrong, somebody can like correct me if they wish to do so. But I'm pretty sure with how that worked out, Melanie was the stronger of the two. Within that timeline, Melanie would have been Melia, but it was Melanie. But yeah, she did the overlapping thing. She, had physical contact with Melia, and that's how it happened. But of course, that only happens if you make the choice to do that. And of course, the right decision is to not do that. But going a little bit above her, towards the right above the red bubble thing is what I'll call it. I think that's just a different look to Melia that maybe I haven't seen yet. Question mark? Because I don't recognize that look, but I'm not going to dwell on it too long because I don't know the importance of it. Going below Melanie, her true form with, Melia, is Maria slash Marionette. Now, what's interesting with her is I've always had, quite a few not feelings, but like theories and, well, yeah, I guess like feelings on like how all of that went down with her. So, getting into heavy spoiler territory. Now, of course, within V13, if I'm not mistaken, there was a point that Melia was like, I know within my heart that I'm not her. It was something like that when, they were trying to like connect Marionette slash Maria with Melia. But for me, I really do think how things played out with Marionette is there came a point where within the, how do I want to word it? The past timeline where Anitha and Indred were still alive with, Maria. The other three children, Alice, Alan, and Arena, are within the unknown dimension. They're on out of the picture. They are gone. They are not a part of it. They're out, gone. Only Maria at that given point within the story. I might be wrong, but I'm almost certain of that. But anyways, Maria's there. The whole thing happens. Anitha dies. The spell that she had with Indred wears off. Indred goes back into being Vitus and being a cult leader and all this kind of bad stuff. And yeah, from what I remember, you can choose to save Maria or save the police officer. When you try to save Maria, you go into a room where she is encased in this crystal that I will safely assume Indred put her in. Now remember, the spell wore off. Vitus is back to being Vitus, not being, controlled by the spell that, Anitha had on him. And I safely assume he went back into his work with the archetype and all of that. Because, like, again, back then, they split the archetype within 4 pieces, creating 4 different children with, Anitha and, like, Indred. So they did that, they had the children. The archetype is split into 4 pieces. I will safely assume that Maria is the main piece to the archetype. So that's kind of why. Well, not necessarily. Arena, Awoken, and Indred wanted those 3 out of the picture. Well, to be fair, no, take it back. I answered my own question. Getting rid of the 3, sending them to the unknown dimension, and only having Maria was the best thing for Vitus to do because, it's only a fraction of his power, of Arceus's power. It's not all 4 of them at once because all 4 creates the one archetype. With just one piece of it there, yes, she's still powerful with that, but not as powerful as the archetype in one full piece, if that makes any sense. But anyways, she was encased in the crystal thing. I assume he did some illusion, crazy, wacky cult leader stuff, whatnot. Who knows what he did? He did stuff. The things happen, we play forward, and we just kind of like go back and forth within the time. And then we get to the present. We make our game, sorry, like make the game here. We log in, we start our journey and all of that kind of stuff. We go through the game, we get to chapter 3. We learn about Marionette. She's no longer within the ice, or the crystal thing, whatever it's called. Now, here's the deal. I don't know if Vitus is within, the Den of Souls where he pretty much can't be touched, or if all of this is still under the illusion that he's kind of like created. Because the reason that I want to call it an illusion is because the beginning of the game, the prologue, within the prologue, you see Anatha, Vitus, and Maria within, the one home within Sashila village before the calamity happened, right? It's all happy, it's all good, but then Madam X appears and says, something of the sort, like, like how many times are you gonna put her through this? Like, why? How? And she's like, well, what do you mean by that? And then Madam X is like, I'm not talking about you. But anyways, though, you go down, you see Anatha, on the altar, and then it goes back to the present time where she's within the one labyrinth. Now, within the labyrinth, I'm more than certain that connects with the whatchamacallit, and I know I'm going back and forth and I'm not staying connected with what I'm saying because I know I brought up like chapter 3, but sorry about that, but we'll get back to that, I promise. You go down the labyrinth as Maria. All the servants are like, she's awakened, is Vitus, doing this and that, yada yada yada. And you go in, you see the altar, you see Vitus sacrifice Anatha. And then of course, she's like, what are you doing? Like, let me go, all this kind of stuff. I don't want to die, I don't want to be sacrificed. And then Vitus is like, go with dignity. I think to some level, see, it's weird because you go through the past. He's already sacrificed Anatha in front of me, Venom, and Canon. Yeah, and Canon was there as well. But within the prologue, he sacrifices her unless it's a different timeline, which is another thing that's so tricky that can get really confusing, is the whole timeline thing. Because like maybe it's a different time that happened, or maybe it is like an illusion thing still. Like, not only did you get the illusion with her within Sashila, but that whole thing isn't real either, and he's still just messing with her. There's a part of me that doesn't think that though, because like I feel like that's a time when Nimra, Ren, Reina, all of us were pulling up, and I think it was during that time within the past that we were within the area. I really do think so. Because what was it? Hazuki, Angie, and Nimra were like, we're going to take care of this once and for all, and they lost. All three of them lost, which goes to the whole thing with, the whole Angie thing. She was following Nimra, and then, Vitus happened. But that's weird. I wonder why they added Nimra to that. Unless, like, he did another thing to, like, mess with Angie, like, oh, wait, that's Nimra. And then Indra just, attacked and took control? I guess, but that's not super important. Back to the whole, like, marionette thing here, though. Back to that. Right, you go through that, and then you go through the full game playing, like, as, like, the pro tag and all that. Back to chapter 3, though. That all happens. You find her within this area. I'm going to assume it's a different time or a different dimension. I don't know if it is the Den of Souls, maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But, whatever it is, it's in a different plane of existence. It's not within our, like, world and whatnot. It's a completely different world. We'll keep it simple. You do the adventure with her around the manor and all that kind of stuff, but then you get to the end, where she's like, I remember everything. And I think that was a part of, Arceus, gaining back some level of control, because there's the secret area when you go to the dive spot where it talks about, like, I forgot what it was called, like the archetypes, like possession, something like that. I will safely assume, sorry, that the possession kind of like happened. Like, I remember what happened, Vitus. Like, I know what you did, right? And then they went into battle. I will safely assume that somehow. Oh, sorry for hitting the mic there. I'm going to safely assume the battle happened, and that's what led into, like the prologue and some. Well, no. No, yes. No, yes. It's hard to connect them. It really is. Here's what I'm gonna do. Past events, when you first meet up with Maria and all that kind of stuff, that all happened before the whole prologue thing. It had to have happened before the prologue. You go through that, encase in the crystal, keep going, find Nimra, they all pull up. That all happens afterwards. Well, no, no, no. Oh my god, it's so hard to like connect it. Because, like, the problem is there's just so many, like, loose ends in my mind. And I know I'm dragging this on and I'm sorry, but I really like theorizing and just thinking about these things. Alright, let me try. Take it slow. Here's how I'm going to, like, piece it together here. And I know I'm trying to, like, connect it with the whole, Melia thing. We'll wrap it up at the end when I get done through this dumb rant here. You meet up within the past. That's the first thing that you see about her. Whole thing happens, the bro moment, all that kind of stuff. She's encased in the crystal. You continue onwards. I assume within the crystal itself, she was, put through different, illusions and all this sort of, bad stuff with Vitus and all of that. And there came a point where maybe she was seeing some of the stuff within the prologue within her mind. But then we wake back up to reality. We pull up again with, Ren, Reyna, and all of them. That all goes down. We go through the area and all that kind of stuff. And beneath the area and whatnot, you find her. Well, you don't necessarily find her, but I assume she's deep within the labyrinth, and within the end of the prologue. See, but that's the thing. I'm forgetting a crucial thing. The manor thing. When we meet up with her within chapter 3, where does that play into that then? Because, like, this, let's say the sacrifice happened, right? Sacrifice happens. Let's say, the equivalent exchange happens. I think that's what it's called with Theia and all of that. She turns into Melia, and then you just continue on. But where does... I don't know. I don't know. I will try to think about it some more. I feel like I can go back and forth and try to connect it forever and ever and ever. But the main point is, in some way, shape, and form, she is Melia. Maybe not exactly, but I assume something of the sort. Okay, so the next Melia that's under her is just a version from like V12, if I'm not mistaken. Not super important, so we'll just kind of like leave it at that. The one beside her is, of course, her within the Doom timeline when she gains full power to the archetype and all of that. The one at the bottom is within the Obelisk when you start seeing the different time where her and the other protag failed. So, yeah. I don't want to like drag it on with those guys, but yeah. I assume the one in the middle, I assume that's probably Angie. Going on over, starting at the bottom, that's just the younger version that you meet her within Garen Labs. The one that you see right above her on the left side, the young kid there, that's, Maria, the one that you meet within chapter 3 with Indred and all of that. The one beside her is Melia with her long hair. Nothing super different with that. Now, the two at the top, unless the one on the right side is Melanie, and the one beside her is maybe another version of her. I can't tell who that is, honestly. I mean, it kind of looks like Aaron, kind of not. But what's interesting is you see... I want to look at the detail. You see a broken little gold piece. Oh, you know what that could be signaling? Maybe the archetype, you know, like the Genesis syndrome taking effect and her dying? Because like, it looks like she's like sitting, maybe worn out. And you see the little gold pieces around her on the top of her head. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Let me put my phone over here. I don't know. It's just... I really love this game because like there's so many like moving parts. And I know I ranted way longer than I intended, but... One day I'll try to connect the dots with the whole Melia and marionette thing. But... There's just so many like loose ends that I'm still not understanding. That some may, but I'm not. Anyways, though, we'll stop there. Alright, sorry for the pause there. We're back now, but yeah, I don't know. Sorry again for like the long like video and rant on that. I don't know. I brought it before. I really do like talking about these kind of things. I don't know if many like really like listen or not. I don't know, but it's just fun to like go back and forth with some of that. One day we'll get it, or I'll get it, but not today. I don't know, cause like I don't know. I'll leave it at that. I feel like I'm on the right track, but there's just so much that I don't know that isn't really known. I can see again. Visibility has returned. Good. Is everyone else okay? I'm okay. I'm alive. It could be better. I'm okay. Good. We're all okay. That could have ended a lot worse. What the hell happened here? My word. What a atrocity has occurred. Sorry, what atrocity has occurred to have morphed this room into such a state? We all saw what happened. Angie caused this, but I think something went wrong. What? When Angie was doing her ritual, she sounded surprised by something. It was too dark for me to see, but soon after, well, there was no use explaining it. In that case, maybe Melia is okay. Oh god, where is she? I can't see her anymore. I fear she may be lost to us forever. Don't say that. She can't be. Not again. I'm going ahead. Really? What? I see no point in shielding her from a possible truth. It is better for her to face reality. I get that, but come on. Perhaps I was too blunt to the scoundrel, but I only meant well. Curses, what would Martin say in a scenario such as this? Well, never mind that. Let's catch up with her. There's no benefit in staying separate. I can agree to that. Hmm. But I gotta say, I really like it. Like there's just more to it. Battlefield of the Gods for a moment. I assume we're about to... Oh, okay. I was about to say, I assume soon we're going to get into the battle, but let's check up on Melia. Melia, she's still breathing. She's okay. Oh, whoa, okay. Well, you got up pretty fast. Are you okay? Melia? So I assume... Sorry for hitting the mic there. Something happened, the ritual failed. I mean, it makes sense. She saw all those different things. I assume she would have saw them all. And I assume she's having a bro moment. You okay? Okay, hold up. Yo, 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 yo. You are going way too quick. Someone help me. Oh my god, I love that. Hold up. How many times have we done this interceptor? I have to go back and read all of that. Those small little lines, help me. How many times have we done this interceptor? That is super cool. Easily one of my favorite parts within the game. Definitely. It's so tricky because, like, there's two scenes within the game that are easily some of my favorite scenes of all time within Rejuvenation. And of course, I'll keep it vague. No pun intended, because I think V13 is called Vague Clarity. But, within Vague Clarity, there's a scene where you are within a certain realm, is what I will call it to keep it vague. And you go through a certain school with some certain individuals. That is easily one of my favorite parts within the game. And then there's another one within, I think, V11, like, not V11, Chapter 11. I'm pretty sure it's before Chapter 12, where you go to a certain summer home, if I'm not mistaken, and you get some flashbacks with, like, the other, like, pro tags and all of that. Those two scenes have always been some of my favorite scenes. If not, they are pretty much my favorite scenes. I would say the school one, well, the V13 one within the realm, that's probably my favorite. The summer school scene, it's like a little simple scene, is probably my second. This might easily be my third. I really like that. You betrayed me at one point. That's super cool, man. Enough of this. Okay, I wouldn't really say hitting her would be the right thing to do. I wouldn't want to hit any, like, lady to begin with, but, like... Yeah. Hey, don't hit her. All I did was... Oh, okay. I mean, still, I wouldn't really do that, but, like... I guess if you're just going absolutely, like, insane, I guess, but... All I did was flick her forehead with my finger. Huh? No, 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 we're going back. I have to see that. Alright, sorry for the pause there. I'm gonna record this with my phone. Okay. Sorry for the... Oh, did not mean to hit the mic there, sorry. I want to, like, break it down. Hold up. Let me see if I can catch some of this. Okay, so let me see here. So the first thing that I can see, won't someone help me? I'm trapped here and there's nothing I can do. My father is ruining this world. I thought someone would be able to hear me. I can't do this alone. Someone help me. The world is being unraveled at the seams. Spacia and Tempa follow their orders. That's cool. They must be... What does that spell? Contained. Oh, contained. I feel stupid, sorry. They must be contained too. She's watching us. The one who shattered the world is here. Now that is an interesting line because I know exactly who that is. Someone free me, please. I am begging, watching and waiting with the other two. The other two. I'm watching and waiting for with the other two. The other two. I'm watching and waiting with the other two. I am trapped. I cannot see. I cannot help myself. I am doing terrible. I am doing. I am doing terrible things. Someone help me. And it does that multiple times. How many times have we done this, Interceptor? You betrayed me at one point. Enough of this. And that's when Priest pulls up then. That is so cool. I love that. Like, there is so much within that. I know I did already, like, a long rant before, but I kind of want to do another. Let me do this. Let me read all of this here. And then I assume they're going to walk up to the Angie fight. I'm not going to do that this episode. We'll do that at the beginning of the next episode because of how long this video is. Let me go through all of this. And then I'm going to go through each text one by one and then really just dive on into it. Enough of this. Hey, don't hit her. All I did was flick her forehead with my finger. Huh? Where am I, and who are you? Looks like she's conscious again? Huh. Angie tried to sacrifice you, but it failed? We found you here and you started spouting really weird things. I was? Sorry, I don't remember much. I don't think I feel so good. Best not to crowd her then. She's been through a lot. Where's Angie? We don't know, but I have a feeling we've almost reached the top. Then we should go. Wait, don't you need a rest for a bit? Resting won't make me feel better. I'll be okay once we're all out of here safely. I yearn for the day one would spare me the dramatics. It's full drama with us, better get used to it. Oy vey. Oh, thanks, Tapu. Coco. Okay. Like I brought up before, this is going to be pretty much the end of the video, going through the rant and all of that. If you don't want to like listen, that's fine. I don't really think many watch or listen to begin with, but to the few that may, I really want to get into this. So, spoiler warning. Yeah. Alrighty. So, before I begin, I do want to give credit to some user, Soul in 7. I decided to look. It took me a little bit to find it, but I think thankfully found somebody with somebody that decided to just write out the text on the Reborn wiki within like the Rejuve like channel area instead of going through each one like reading it backwards. It'll make it much more easier and quicker to like go through and read. So credit to them for making that little thread thing, whatever you want to call it. Um, but anyways, the first one, won't someone help me? I'm trapped here. There's nothing I can do. So I know that one may not sound super relevant compared to some of the others, but I really think it holds a lot of weight. Won't someone help me? I'm trapped here and there's nothing I can do. I really think that's insanely important because with Varia, right? We're going to get into heavy spoilers. Varia created Rejuvenation, and she has gone through endless cycles, endless versions, endless games to get the perfect game. Now, it's not confirmed she's trying to get the perfect game or not, but that's just my assumption. And yeah, based off of the whole, blooming and wilting like path, either it's going to wilt or bloom. So, yeah, I won't get super heavy into all of that, but we'll try to keep it simple. Let's go with the idea that the idea is to create the perfect game, and if it's not, then it's not. But whatever the case, won't someone help me? I'm trapped here, and there's nothing I can do. Let's say she's in a situation of going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, of failing, 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 and failing, and some more failing. You go to one of the times within V13.5, the very start, when you go through the obelisk, you are with Melia. Well, no. Let's just say this. The original protag, whoever you played as, not us, not you, not I that's playing it. Let's say it's the original protag. We have nothing to do with that timeline of the game. They failed. It didn't happen. It didn't work. And I brought it up during the Renegade playthrough as well. Whether that was because we intentionally did it or it was by an accident, whatever the case is, we ended up on that Renegade route on that time. And even during, it still plays out with the Paragon route too. Slightly different with the Renegade, but still, that timeline specifically, it didn't work. We didn't make it. There then came the point towards the end where Varia was like, Karma, wait a minute, you're on to something. You two might be on to something. It's risky, but let's try it. Why not? I am in full control. I can do whatever I want. Why not? Screw it. Let's do it. And that's when Rejuvenation was born by Varia. That's when she then said, okay, we're still going to use the protag, but now the protag's going to be like, I want to sleep. I want to be dead. I don't want to be here. And then she's like, all right, will call on somebody that's not from this world, will have your power as the interceptor, but they will be in control of you. And then, of course, they respond, yeah, sure, cool, let's do it. And I think that's pretty much where it's going with that first one. Won't someone help me? I'm trapped here and there's nothing I can do. Like, at that point, within some of the other timelines that it didn't work, she's just begging, hoping for somebody to help her. And that's when we come into the picture. We're the one piece that, again, stands outside of Fate's. What was it called? Fate's Passage? Something like that. That we stand outside of the realm of, like the world and all that kind of stuff, out of like everything. So that's how I feel about that. Very interesting. My father's ruining this world. That one's pretty simple, honestly. Of course, Vitus, with everything that he's done and whatnot, he's trying to, end everything. He tried it with Storm 9, as they call it. It worked, but not to the extent that he wanted it to, since he's trying to pretty much eliminate everything, from what I can gather from the guys. So yeah, I don't think there's too much more to really dive into my father's ruining this world, because like I think we kind of already know that's, Indred or Vitus, however you want to word or call him. So I mean, I can go into it some more, but we'll keep it simple. I'm more than certain that's about Vitus there. I thought someone would be able to hear me. So again, here we go again with her being like, I want somebody to hear me. Can't anyone see? I'm trapped. I'm stuck. I need help. Kind of like playing off of the first line there. I can't do this alone. Again, it's playing off of that, like I thought somebody could hear me. I can't do it alone. And then the next one, someone help me. And then I believe it all ties into us, the pro tag, coming into the picture at some point to possibly make, again, with V13.5, you get to the obelisk, right? And then you get like two like things, depending on whether you're on the Renegade or the Paragon. Most for the Renegade, it was oh, like let's create like a disaster, or no, it wasn't that. It was let's cause destruction. It was something like that. But with the Paragon route, let's create a miracle. You know, everything wasn't meant, to be. This was meant to be a doomed timeline, but let's make a miracle. Let's make something happen that wasn't meant to happen. Let's make change. Let's do good. Let's make a miracle. Very interesting. But yeah, I can't do this alone. Someone help me. The world is being unraveled at the seams. So I think that's a really interesting like line there, because Varaya has done an incredible job with everything. But if you really look all around you, you're right. It is somewhat unraveling at the seams. You're right. Because like you see and you get hints and pieces of the Garufans and all that kind of stuff. Like the original, Garufan like headquarters, it's still there under the earth, right? Like some pieces and whatnot, you can still find stuff that were remnants of old earth here and there. So it's not, fully like rejuvenation, because like there's still bits and pieces and cracks, whether that's intentional or not, it's still there. But yeah, the world is being unraveled at the seams. So I think that has somewhat to do with that. I think another perspective as well is, with everything that's going on with like Team Zen and us going back and forth, like things are finally starting to like unravel itself. Things are starting to like break at the seams. Back then, not a lot was going on. But then, the whole thing that happened with Melia and Jenner, go Melia to the forest. Alon, go with her. Make sure that she's safe, okay? And then as it continues, things start to, unravel itself. I think that's kind of like another maybe perspective as well. I can see it being with that, and with the whole, like variety thing and whatnot, that there are holes within this whole thing and it's starting to unravel. Spacia and Tempa follow their orders. That one, again, it's pretty simple. She pretty much got saved by Spacia and Tempa from Zeta. Now, of course, no matter what happened, she was going to get locked in with Spacia and Tempa to begin with. Because, again, if you listen closely, when Spacia and Tempa are talking, because, like, you can doubt them, like, I don't know, guys. Like, what if this happens and that? And, she said the quote, Spacia said the quote, sorry, like, we have all the time in the world. And she's right. If things didn't pan out, if things didn't work out, let's say Melia said, I didn't want to go with you, or this and that. Oh, okay. Redo it again. Oh, hey, Melia, we totally never met before, right? Yeah, yeah, come join us. And they would have done that cycle over and over until they got a yes. So pretty much she was forced into being a part of the Storm Chasers. But of course, at this point, she doesn't really, like, I mean, she's brought up before, she's not like the biggest fans of them, but of course she has to follow orders. She's a part of the group now. Next line, they must be contained too. I don't know where that's coming from, because they must be contained too. Because, like, it could be following up with Spacia and Tempa, like, they must be contained as well, because if not, they can be dangerous. That's my only guess. Other than that, it could be literally a million different things. It could be Team Zen, it could be, again, Spacia and Tempa, which that's what I think it is. It could be Indred. I don't know. It could be a variety of people and whatnot that could be, like, referring to with it saying they must be contained to. I'm going to assume that it's going off of the Spacia and Tempa thing. She's watching us. The one who shattered the world is here. Now, clearly it's Varia. Some may say it's Madame X. I don't believe it is. Now, if it is, then I'm getting played and I'm being dumb. It's not impossible for it to be Madame X, but I'm 99.9% sure it's talking about Varia. Because, again, Varia was the one that was like, oh, hey, look, we can do experiments and whatnot. And then Arceus was like, no, 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 don't do that. And Varia's, oh, I'm sorry, we won't do that again. Hey, Adras, come here. Yeah, we're gonna still do it anyways. Hopefully he doesn't notice. And then all of a sudden, Arceus breaks down the door. What are you doing here? And then Varia's like, oh no. And then war happens, billions of lives are lost, and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, Varia, by her, wanting to experiment and gain power and all this sort of stuff, she's the one that shattered the world. It's her. I don't think it's Madame X. Now, there are, like, theories with Madame X potentially being Varia. I don't think that is the case. Is it possible? Yes. But I wouldn't say she's, like, my highest, like, candidate for the role. And one day I promise I will, because, like, I've gotten, like, a few comments before about it. I will get into my rant about, like, the identity of, like, Madame X and my thoughts and feelings on all the candidates that I thought of. But for this one, I'm almost certain it is Varia. Maybe Madame X, maybe a different character, but I'm more than certain that it's Varia. Someone free me, please. I am begging, watching, and waiting with the other two. Now, a few moments ago, I brought that sentence up. I don't know what it means by that. Someone free me, please. I'm begging, watching, and waiting with the other two. Who are the other two? Spacia and Tempa? Maybe, like, a different version of Melia and I, the pro tag? Maybe Madame X and some other individual? Clear Kieran? Alright, sorry for that. My dog was barking at the Amazon lady that was dropping off a package, but, right, back to this. What was it? Right, watching and waiting with the other two. Yeah, so with that one, it's one of those ones that, I can go on and on and on. I mean, it could be, Piano Lady and Truck Guy, the two greatest characters within the game. It could be a variety of people. I don't know who the other two are. Nimra Vitus, Varia Adres. Again, it could be a numerous amount of people. So I'm not going to hold up on that one for much longer. But next up, I'm trapped. I cannot see. I cannot help myself. I am doing terrible things. Someone help me. That's interesting. I cannot help myself. I'm doing terrible things. I don't know if it's like the doubts and all this kind of stuff that's like spiraling within her head. Maybe it has something to do with like that version, going through, like what M2 has been doing, the renegade version of Melia. I don't know. I don't know. I can I more so see it her like having more self doubt and just feeling bad than the whole M2 thing, but I can see it going both ways. And then of course someone help me times four, which it means like going at that four times. And then let's see here. Alrighty. Right. How many times we had done this interceptor? That is easily one of the coolest lines because it automatically gives the word interceptor so early within the game. Because like back then that was a more mid late kind of thing that you were learned about or got taught about. But this one, it gives you that little sneak preview, the word interceptor. And I've said it a lot, possibly within the series. If I haven't, I'll say it here. The pro tags are easily some of my favorite characters of all time. One day we'll do a tier list video. I keep forgetting, I just haven't. But they're easily some of my favorite characters, all of them. Going from, Avis, Avia, Arena, Axel, Alon, Arrow, and Anna. So they're easily some of my, favorite, characters within the game. But it's so cool. How many times we had done this interceptor? Because again, that goes back into, what I brought up towards like the start of it, won't someone help me? I'm trapped here and there's nothing I could do. When I brought that up, I was like, how many times have we gone through this cycle with, Melia, and let's say like, us or maybe the original pro tag, and they got the role of the interceptor and they took the full power and we weren't even a part of the whole like thing. When she brings it up, like how many times, whether it's going right or wrong, things change and we had to start over again. Like how many times did we have to go through this endless cycle? How many? Very cool. Very, very cool. You betrayed me at one point and then it just stops there. That to me is just super, super cool. Because again, it adds that little hint of the whole renegade route. You betrayed me at one point, and we see that point within the obelisk. You see how the world, was just completely flipped upside down. You saw how there was just nothing. It was just an endless walk. It was terrible. It wasn't good. Very interesting. Well, that was a lot to take in. God. Won't someone help me? I am trapped here and there's nothing I can do. My father is ruining this world. I thought someone would be able to hear me. I can't do this alone. Someone help me. The world is being unraveled at the seams. Spatia and Tempo follow their orders. They must be contained too. She's watching us. The one who shattered the world is here. Someone free me, please. I am begging, watching and waiting with the other two. I am trapped. I cannot see. I cannot help myself. I am doing terrible things. Someone help me, someone help me, someone help me, someone help me. How many times we had done this interceptor? You betrayed me at one point. Super cool. Super, super, super cool. Because like it's one of those things for like new players. It's like, what the hell is this? What is going on? But for repeat players, it's like, oh my god, that's super cool. If you at least, understand a lot of that. It's such a simple but really wacky and cool idea that they came up with to add within this. I love it. Easily, easily one of my favorite scenes. I can't put it above the other two, but I can safely put it in third, safely, of some of my favorite scenes within the game. It just adds so much within that short span of just Melia just going crazy and just spouting stuff. Super cool. Very, very wise to do something like that. I really like that. I like that a lot. But you know what? I think this is the longest video I've ever done. Maybe, maybe not. I don't remember. But, yeah, we're gonna stop there. So, yeah, apologies for the long video. I guess it kind of makes up for the other two being around 30 minutes. But, yeah, I'm gonna go do something else, and yeah. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today's episode. Again, I do apologize for it being such a long episode. I didn't really expect this to happen, but I really wanted to just take the time to really just dive in on into it and really just break it down on how I feel. But yeah, and yeah. Again, I know I've said it so many times. I love you, Jane. Zoom in all the developers. You guys have truly created something just special. It's insane the amount of just layers and storytelling and character development, just everything about this game. It is so insane. There truly is no other fan-made game that I've ever played that does what Rejuvenation has done. It is absolutely incredible. Thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely do appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Good morning.